President William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua have led the country's 59th Mashujaa Day celebrations at Uhuru Gardens. The attendance of various state, elected, distinguished, invited guests and officials saw the president touch on key national issues, among them rule of law, digital superhighway, universal healthcare, security, climate change, education, cost of living, diplomacy in exploiting blue economy, promotion of multilateralism and democratization of global governance.
Irrigation is the ultimate solution in guaranteeing food security in our country. In 2017, the government set out to build 57 dams to harness water for irrigation and domestic use. Many did not even start. Few are complete, while the rest are ongoing.
Ruto vowed to create a friendly environment for access to credit, as he believes access to credit will allow ease of lending and borrowing, which in result will stimulate and invigorate the Kenyan economy.
Already, expectations are very high across the country on our promise to provide a fund that will offer affordable credit to those at the bottom of the pyramid. Even before the fund is set up, we have made several interventions to make credit accessible. Safaricom, and I want to thank them, and their financial partners have brought down the cost of Fuliza by reducing interest rates by 50%. As part of that agreement, 4 million borrowers who had been blacklisted will be freed from the yoke of Credit Reference Bureau in the coming days. We have also secured an agreement with CRBs that they will abandon the punitive penalty of blacklisting borrowers and move to a credit scoring system that makes borrowers eligible for credit even as they work to improve their credit worthiness.
On education, President Ruto stated that he had launched the Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms to review all aspects of education in Kenya, whose findings and recommendations shall inform subsequent necessary interventions.
From the farmers who feed our nation to the drivers who connect all parts of our country by conveying people and goods, educators who impart knowledge to our infants in kindergarten, children in schools, and youth in tertiary institutions. This nation salutes your service and celebrates your contribution.
Under agriculture productivity, which he insists has to be increased and as such seen as the pillar of the nation.
Agriculture, as the lead sector to the economic transformation of our country, is the place to start, owing to its potential for high and quick returns on investment. But the situation in the country is wanting, and we have a severe food shortage as a result of prolonged drought in Kenya and the larger Horn of Africa region, the worst in nearly half a century.
On the climate change perspective,
with 3 years of consecutive failed rain. Coupled with this are the extremely high global fertilizer prices. Our government's initial intervention to mitigate these challenges has been to step up food supply in northern Kenya and other regions and ensure better coordination between government and development partners.
Under housing aspect, the president said that the government is equally committed to close the housing gap, which stands at 2 million units at now, with a target to increase the supply fourfold from 50,000 to 200,000 per year.
We have asked counties to identify land. We will provide infrastructure. We will put the roads. We will put the sewage system. We will connect water and electricity. And we will get developers who will develop the houses, and eventually we will get the resources for mortgage for homeowners to own units across our nation.
On digital superhighway viewpoint, Ruto observed that Kenya is a strong leader in information, communication and technology space, acting as a proud regional and continental hub for innovation.
To achieve these purposes, The government is committed to invest in the digital superhighway and the creative economy, which will be enablers of transformation, productivity, and overall competitiveness.
The president confirmed that his administration is working on innovative investment mechanisms through public-private partnerships to construct at least 100 dams.
Consequently, it would be possible to progressively irrigate the 3 million acres already identified as irrigable land. In the next 3 years, the government plans to double the land under irrigation to 1.4 million acres. On my first day in office, I executed the instruments to actualize the financial autonomy of the National Police Service and have given the necessary directives to enable it rapidly achieve national security strategic objectives.
And Kenya has marked its 59th anniversary. An event graced by His Excellency President William Ruto has seen the president touched on various issues around them: diplomacy, insecurity, housing, among other key issues that has left our country hampered on its own. Stanley Lugaria, the informer, uncovering the truth.